we're definitely going to have Miss Ashley Hickman lead the fun probably next week. But those of you who don't know, she was in the path of Hurricane Ida. So we didn't plan it for tonight, just because we had no idea if she would even have Wi-Fi. So we're glad you're safe. It's so good to see you guys on tonight. I know that you probably got my message in there, and I know a lot of you guys probably completely understand where I'm coming from, because you're either there or you've been there. And so tonight I just wanted to spend like some moments. I asked not too long ago in the chat group. Hi, Lori. I asked in the chat group, what were you struggling with most in your business? And there were 3 things that people shared. A lot of you guys shared in the chat groups, and it was things of like creating time blocks to do what's important and like the physical how to do that. And then the ability to focus, like what to focus on. I only have this much time, what to focus on. And then I had actually a handful of people that reached out and just talked about the mindset of defeat. And so I decided that we're going to talk about all of those topics, but I felt like tonight would be a really good opportunity because it's the end of the month. And oftentimes at the end of the month, sometimes we get our minds wrapped up and we feel defeated. And so sort of went along with like where my personal mind was today. And, true transparency, you guys, like I was like, I don't want to be there. I love you all. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with challenges that have been happening, but specifically today. And, when I was thinking about this afternoon, I was like, how can I get on and take these ladies and inspire them to close out their month strong and to, be there? Like, how can I do that? I don't want to do that. Like, that is not what I wanted to do at like 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. And then I realized, like, how can I not? And I know that every single person you face times in your life. Okay. Some of you are there now. All right. It's fine. I'm right here with you. We're riding in the same car, but you are facing, hi, Haley, you are facing times that are hard, times that like you guys, if you knew what had, like some of you do know, but like if you knew and I would have said, I'm canceling the meeting tonight, you all would have been like, we understand, like, and y'all would have never thought anything about it. You would have been like, we get you. And that's cool, which is exactly why I can't. If I can't show up for me and my commitment to me, how can I show up for you? And I want you to think, I'm giving you this example because I want you to think about you. What commitment have you made to you? What commitment have you made to your future? What commitment have you made to your kids if you have them? What commitment have you made to your spouse? What commitment have you made to the girl you're going to be staring in the mirror in 12 months from now? And how easy do we use excuses to not show up for the girl in the mirror? Hi, Linda. And I wanted to sometimes, and though most all of you know this about me, I'm not really great at being vulnerable. I'm pretty terrible at it. And I've really been working really hard at analyzing when I feel really weak and how to come over it. I think I said to Ashley today, I think it was you. I think I said, I have no idea sometimes how God has provided the strength for me. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know any other way to be. There isn't, and I know a lot of you feel the same way. Like, I feel so unworthy, and I'm sure sometimes you feel so unworthy for certain things in life, but then also you're like, why do these things keep happening to me? Why do these things keep happening? Why can the road be smooth? Why does it have to have cinder blocks and roadblocks and bumpy pedals and a tree fall in the middle of the road and stop and derail me and make me go backwards and make me have flat tires? Like, why? But I want you guys to know that when you feel that way, when you feel like I got derailed, I have a flat tire, I've got all these boulders and I don't know how to move them, I want you to know that is part of your journey. That is part of the path. And you may stay there in that boulder for a week, a month, a day, an hour. But as long as you don't go backwards to the start of the road, you're going to get past it. And that's what part of this community is about, is being able to say, I need your help moving this. This boulder is too big for me to move by myself. I don't know how. Maybe I know how, but I just need someone here cheering me on, telling me I am good enough. I can do it. I am worthy. It may take me longer to move the boulder, but I can do it. And you each have different boulders. I'm using boulder as the analogy for your storms in your life, for your roadblocks to get you to where you want to go. Trust me, we all want to be at the end of the road quicker than we are. It's part of human nature. We all want the weight loss journey easier. We all want to, have our kids get to the end of the road without making mistakes and living a healthy life. We all want to be able to wake up and not have those things throw at us. But you have to make a choice. I'm going to challenge you guys. I'm going to challenge you to go into September, leaving everything behind, all the successes, all the failures, all the mistakes, all the wins, and be in the moment and just do your best for the girl in the mirror. Because when you show up for you, when you don't allow your excuses to get in the way, when you still show up on the hard days, that is when the boulder gets moved. That is when you move down the road. Because it's easy to show up for the good days. It's easy when you're like, I love so much about Lori. One thing I love is Lori on a 12. We all love Lori on a 12. When Lori's on a 12, she's thriving on a 12. And those of you who know Lori on a 12, we all love Lori on I don't think I've ever seen her below a 6, but I love Lori on a 6. But Lori on a 12 and Lori on a 6 is different. Lori on a 12, when Lori shows up for herself on a 12, that's easy. She is loving the way she's feeling. She is loving life. That's easy to show up. She loves it. It's like, she's like, yes, I'm about to go change somebody's life. But Lori on a 6, it's not so easy for Lori to show up for herself on a 6. And it's the same for you. It's the same for each of us. So I just want to challenge you guys. I'm going to give you guys 10 things. Okay. I did not make these 10 things up, but today when I was reflecting, I was searching for ways to show up for yourself, because I needed it. I needed it for myself. Selfishly enough, I needed it for me, and I needed to have other inspiration to I didn't want to send to all my follow-up messages and all my behind the scenes business today. I didn't want to, but I did it because I know that what I do on the hard days, it matters. It matters what you do on the days you don't feel like it. It matters that you don't throw in the towel. Lori on a 12 a lot. I know it does belong on a t-shirt. I like it. We need a meme. We need to make it some memes. Lori on a 12. Maybe we'll make that a contest, y'all. So I want to leave you with these things, and I will, y'all don't have to write these down. If you want me to put them in the chat, I will, but I want you to make a choice. Because here's the thing, y'all, you do have the choice. It might not be an easy choice, but you have the choice. You chose after, and I guarantee you, I don't know if this is true, but in my heart, I feel it may be. I guarantee you there's at least one person who showed up tonight because my message either got under your skin, or you were like, she's freaking right, or I know exactly what she's talking about. I need to be there. Okay. Like I wasn't speaking to anyone. I was speaking to me. I was telling you guys that, like, I didn't want to. I want to be up there in my bed, but how can I? And I'm so glad that I made that choice. You have a choice. Will you stay committed to you? And you guys, it doesn't matter if your goal is to make $300 a month or your goal is to have an option to leave your job. It doesn't matter. We love you all the same. But will you be committed to what that is? And it's not always at the snap of a finger. Oh, Lori, I didn't even know you did. And that's saying a lot, because you've had a lot of Mondays. You've had a lot of Mondays. So I want you guys to make the commitment, and, like, let's talk about it in the chat. If you're having a hard day, like, you guys know each other. A lot of us know each other well enough. Like, that's part of what this community is for. All right. So the first way that I want to share with you guys to show up for yourself is to committing to habits, to practices, to routines, to rituals that are good for your well-being, even if you don't want to. And that was part of tonight, like getting on a routine. And I am not going to sit here and say, August did suck for you. I know it did, but you grew, sister, more than I think you've ever grown in the 30 days. I'm proud of you for being there, because you showed up for you every day. You did. Commit to those habits. And so habits, practices, routines, like, they're different for each of us, but what are they for you? What are they for your own well-being? Okay. And I'm not talking about just your Thrive business. I'm talking about you're showing up, you're taking your steps. You guys are taking your steps. Like, give yourself like some kudos. You're taking your steps. Are you posting your steps? Are you just doing something very simple and basic to show consistency? Because in the end, that will win. What are the routines that help you? What are they? I'm not going to say show up on all the trainings and all the things. I would love for you to be here on Monday night. But show up. If it's beneficial to you, show up. If it isn't, then don't. Number 2 is allow yourself to feel multitude of feelings without labeling it as wrong, bad, or negative. And that is something that we are hard on ourselves about. Immediately we feel that feeling and we automatically want to categorize it. I shouldn't feel this. This isn't right. This is a bad feeling. This is negative. But allow yourself to feel it, own it, understand it, and then let it go. Figure out a way through it. I don't know who brought up journaling today. I think maybe Ashley Cox brought it up, maybe. Journal about it, write about it, go outside. That is like something I do all the time, is just go outside. Let's put some music on that, like put some Beyonce, some whatever, get you fired up. Go exercise, do something, but don't like always squish your feelings down. Because when you do that, you sweep them under the rug gets full, and eventually you're going to trip over it. It's okay not to feel perfect all the time, you guys. Like, it's okay. We are thrivers. We try to do our best every day, but we're human, right? It's okay. Allow yourself to feel that way. I've told some of you guys that sometimes you feel like when you have sick kids, you feel like you're grieving your healthy kid. It's a new child, right? Like you grieve the healthiness of what used to be. You have to go through that. You have to feel it. You have to grieve disappointment. You have to grieve those things. Doesn't mean it's bad. The third thing is listen. Practice listening to your needs and discovering different ways of meeting those needs. So an example for that is like disappointment, defeat. Some people said that in the chat, like that was something they were really struggling with, was feeling disappointed and defeat. But I also want you to think about like, and switching that around and listening. Okay. Instead of saying like, this wasn't, I feel defeated because I did that. Instead of just walking away, going back to the beginning of the road to where you started and just leaving your future road away, like analyze, why do I feel this way? What can I have done different? What can I do better next month? That is something that I think we can even teach our kids. One of the things this weekend, I even said, like, if you guys have children in sports, one of the things that I was trying to teach my daughter is, what was one thing you were so proud that you did great in this last game? She'd say it. Okay, great. Continue that. What is one thing you want to concentrate on improving? Not all the things, one thing. We don't need to do it all. So discover what your needs are. Practice self-forgiveness. This is a hard one sometimes for us ladies. Practice forgiving yourself for not being perfect, for forgetting. Forgive yourself for your past. Forgive yourself for getting off track when you didn't even realize you were doing it. Forgive yourself for giving up. You got to let it go. You can take care of yourself by getting back on the road. The fifth one is let yourself start again and again and again and again, right? Like in our health journeys, in our workout journeys, in our mindset journeys, whatever. Like every month is an opportunity to start again. You will never live up to your highest expectations. You won't. Like you're going to constantly climb in that mountain. So be happy of where you are and be proud. Your heart will be so happy when you do that. Forgive yourself. It doesn't matter. Nobody remembers. Trust me. Nobody remembers. It's all in your head and your heart. Nobody remembers. Let yourself start again. Take care of your basic needs, which I think you probably all do a good job in some areas and maybe not a good job in other areas. Hydration, your sleep, moving your body, taking care of your mind. And sometimes that means like being still and being in the moment, and sometimes it's hard to carve out that time, right? It's hard to carve out that time as ladies working, juggling all the things. But even if it's just 2 or 3 minutes, even if it's just as you're driving to work or to pick up some, kids or doing something, like pop in something where you can give your mind good things. Give yourself permission to rest, to take breaks, to have downtime. I would challenge you guys. I would challenge y'all to really have one day. This is not something I was great at. I have learned to be great at. I'm really trying very, very hard to have a Sunday, like almost social detox on a Sunday and just letting it, or some day during the week. So just let yourself rest, put breaks in there, give yourself permission to do that. Spend quality time with yourself. This one, when I read this, I was like, oh, this one stings a little to me. Spend quality time with yourself, reading, writing, creating, and getting to know who you are underneath who you think you should be. Getting to know who you are underneath who you think you should be. That one, I was like, oh, yes. Because a lot of us have this idea of who we want to be, who we think we should be based on what others feel. Well, we have this image in our head, maybe when we were younger. I know I do. So really like uncovering who it is. There's a book that I am going to order soon. I will pass it along to you guys if I like it, but it is a faith-based book. It's called, oh my God, I blanked on the name of it. 4-8. You guys may know what I'm talking about. Have y'all seen this book? I'll put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Sorry, that was really loud. But it really, when I saw that, it made me go research some things because I was like, okay, who really underneath? Number 9 is use a lens of curiosity and compassion for yourself as often as you can. So be compassionate towards us. You see a lot of these, right? Like they are how to show up for you, not anyone else in your life, but you. So being compassionate, you give others grace. Do you give yourself grace? I'm going to probably answer for most of us that we don't. We don't do it enough. Give yourself grace. Remind yourself that you're worthy of being shown up for, like anyone else in their life. Make you a priority to you. And that's hard. That's hard sometimes, right? It's only hard because I think in our heads we tell us it's hard. It's not really that hard to do. I'll put those, you guys, in the chat so you guys can have them. I wouldn't suggest like going after all 10. I think that would be really challenging and maybe set yourself up for failure, but maybe just choose one. Choose one. And, you know, the topic really is mindset tips to really overcome the defeat, and really think about how you can be courageous in being vulnerable to yourself, and really dealing with, you know, when you have something, you're going to wake up some days and something's going to be thrown at you that you are not expecting. Somebody's going to make you mad. Somebody's going to talk to you rudely. You're going to have something thrown in your life you have zero control over. Prepare yourself. Love yourself. Show up still for you. And maybe you may be thinking like, I don't even really know what it is that I want. I'm not even really truly sure. And you're going to have the opportunity to gain like some clarity around that. Some of you guys have participated in the beginning of the month, sort of doing a goal setting. We're going to do it again in September. I'm going to try to host like a goal setting Zoom, but it was really very interesting to see like, and we're not finished with August yet, but to like see where some of the goals were. And like, as you track yourself, things just, you know, simple things that we can track ourselves with. And some of that can be just your own working on your own mind and your own sense of defeat. But I want to give you guys encouragement. That the tough days, and I really want you to walk away with just thinking when you have those tough days, like just repeat to yourself, like look in the mirror and say, those are the most important days to show up for you. But you have to know what you're showing up for. And you have to be able to give yourself grace. The same grace that you guys would give me, the same grace you would have given me tonight if I said this Zoom was canceled. Do you give yourself that same grace? I want you to. I want you to treat yourself with the same commitment level that you treat others. And I know some areas of your life, our lives, we may do that. In some areas, we may not. So recognizing it is the first step. And I don't know what that is for everyone. It does get easier. I promise you. The mindset work that you do as a business owner, I mean, you guys are business owners. This is you get to do this business. It's not easy. It's not easy, but the growth that you have in your mind, it is unbelievable how it will impact your life in the future. Unbelievable in ways you cannot imagine. And the lives that you can impact outside of the Thrive world because of the effort you've put into your own mind is going to impact your life so much in the future. I know it because I've seen it. Not just for me, but for others. You will have a different perspective than so many other people. You'll be able to grow so much further. So I want to mute myself because I'm sure you don't feel like you have to share. You guys don't feel pressured to share or anything like that. But I know we have some incredible, amazing, encouraging women. And if you feel moved to share anything encouraging about defeat, about mindset, about anything that's on your heart, I want to give you the platform to do so. So just if you want to, you just unmute yourself. You do not have to. There's no pressure.
Well, I'm definitely going to unmute myself, because when I say I have been through some things the past few weeks, I have been through some things that would probably break a lot of people. Some family issues, of course, y'all all know about my work issue. When I tell you that I stopped and I prayed about it, and I woke up the next morning and the weight was lifted off my shoulders, I knew no longer. I released it. Today was just one of those, like, I'm just not in the mood to do anything. And I had even told Lila, because she had cheer practice, I had planned on cooking a good supper and everything. And I just come home and I was just like, just one of those days. And then you sent that message and I was like, I need to hop on. And I did. And I always feel better once I sit here and I listen to y'all. I see y'all. Y'all are the encouragement for me. So therefore, it's the tough days. Like you said, the tough days is the days that you need it the most to do it. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm thankful. So I appreciate y'all, ladies. Really do.
I'm proud of you, Lori. I'm so proud of you. You know, it's so cool, you guys, like, as you share your stories with me, and, you know, as you tell me what's going on in your life, and I'm able to be there for you as a friend, it is quite amazing to see how God has individually placed the people in your life when you need them. And I'm going to tell you, like, a lot of times what people who are not on this team, in this business, in a community like this, what people don't understand is sometimes you don't get it from anywhere else. People don't understand, like, they're not growing at the same. I mean, you get complaints, you get, oh, I'm so sorry, let me help you fix it, but you don't get the true understanding. I've been there or I haven't been there, but I'm praying for you. And so Lori, I'm incredibly proud of you, because I don't know exactly what your day was like, but I know what these past few weeks have been like, and I'm proud of you for showing up. Anybody else want to share?
I will. Hi, my name is Ashley, and I feel extremely defeated. Sorry. At this point in the month, I do not even know what else to do. Like, I don't know what that next step is. I don't know what the next conversation is supposed to be. I don't know what the next call is supposed to be. I don't even know what I'm feeding my children tomorrow. Like, that is about to the point that I'm at. But I will tell you guys, had this happened to me last year, I would be completely and totally broken. Like, I would not be here right now. I would not be on this, and I wouldn't care what any of you said to me. You would have not gotten me here. And that is the power of mindset. It is the power of knowing that you have women that have your back. And I can tell you, most of you that are on here, I don't even know who all, I'm not sure who all is on here, but I have gotten messages, personal messages from every single person, just about, we're praying for you. We, how's your son? How are you doing? Did y'all make it through the storm? How's this? How's that? And I have gotten more messages from this team than I have the people in my life. And that, nothing can replace that. Nothing can. It's different. It's like our own little sorority. And that's the only way I can describe it. But knowing that what I've been through this month, I've been able to reach out and just say I needed prayer. And I knew that everybody was. That's everybody didn't have that. Everyone doesn't have that. And I'm grateful to have it. And I'm grateful, Kelly, that you sent that message, because I wasn't going to come tonight. I wasn't going to come on. And it's not because my family needed me. I just didn't want to. I haven't wanted to get out of bed. I haven't wanted to do the work. But I feel so connected to all of you and the messages that y'all have sent, lots of messages of you inspire me. You inspire me to keep going. And y'all inspire me to keep going. So when y'all have sent those messages, I just want you to know, like, y'all is what has gotten me through this month. Those messages, reaching out, praying, and just being there, because I don't have a lot of people. Y'all are my people. So I just want to tell y'all thank you. And even though I feel super defeated, we are going to keep going, and everybody's going to be okay. So tomorrow is another day. It is another day. And even if you take one item on this list, just one item a day, and, for me, it's getting up and getting a shower. And I felt so much better, getting up and taking care of one thing. Just keep going, keep putting one foot forward. That's all we can do, and just continue to be better.
Love you, friend. I know. And it's hard. You've been through a lot this month, a lot of major things.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you though. I mean, that is the thing, you guys, you keep showing up, and I'm telling you, you may look back in a few months and are like, I have no idea how I did that, but I did that. And the next storm that comes, it's easier to show up because you've got experience, you've been through it. And it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't truly matter what has happened in the past. It doesn't. You get to wake up tomorrow and be brand new and to start it all over and have fun doing it. And there's going to be those days. Here's the thing, I can guarantee you, there's going to be days where you don't want to work your business. There will be. There's going to be a lot of them. And there's going to be a lot of days that you are like, oh my gosh, I'm on cloud 15 because I just had somebody tell me how this product has changed their life. And my inbox is full. Like, there's going to be those days. There is no one who opens a business and goes from 0 to success, their ultimate success, without going through the highs and lows. It just isn't. It doesn't exist. So if you're treating this like a business, or you want to begin to, or you're like, hey, I haven't, whatever it is, wherever you are, there is, I love the fact that Ashley like brought up the community aspect, because no one cares what you've done in the past. No one cares. No one's judging you. No one cares. We care about how we can help you move forward. And I want you guys to always know that. It doesn't it has nothing to do with anything. You are always, always welcome sitting here with us. And so is everyone else in the future. Does anyone else want to share? I don't want you guys to force you to, but I don't want to take your mic away either. Well, I want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank y'all for being on. It means so much, because you showed up for you tonight. You showed up for me tonight, and I needed it. But I'm just so proud of you for being here, because I know it's not easy. I know that there are days that we don't want to show up, and I know that day was today for a lot. Lindsay, I'm so glad you joined too. It was so great to see you. Look at all these girls are like, yes, our girl is back. Michelle and Haley and Linda, I'm so glad you guys were here. Y'all look out. I'm going to put out a sort of a September schedule like I did in the beginning of August, and have some different trainings. If there is something you guys want, I do have the list that we sent earlier. If there is something you want, I know Lori and I were talking about doing a training, and if there's interest enough, I want to do it, but I want it to be it's really about it's more of like a workshop to grow, like how to network with people online, like how to build relationships with people online. And I want to take a different sort of stance. Instead of like teaching you guys how to do it, I want to like do it with you. So like we would get on and we would do a workshop, and we would like go through the process. Like, and you can say like, okay, this person, like, what do I say? So I'm going to look at the calendar. I'm not going to do it over like Labor Day weekend and all, but I'm going to look, and I'm going to try to find like an ideal time that we can get on and have the most people, and just maybe we're probably gonna have to block out like an hour to be able to like do it all. So yes. Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I'm trying to show up for everyone, but like I tell people, if I can't show up, then how can I show up when my family needs me the most? It just gets hard with work. I'm struggling. Michelle, let's definitely schedule some time to talk one-on-one. Maybe we can do that Sunday morning. Oh yeah, Sunday morning. Yeah. Oh, Saturday morning. Yes. Yes. Great idea, Melissa. Yeah, Saturday morning would probably be ideal, before like maybe early in the Saturday morning or something. But I just want to tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you. I know each and every one of your, parts of your stories, and I'm proud of you for being here. I'm proud of what you've accomplished so far. I'm proud of you showing up for the girl in the mirror. Put yourself a sticky note when you go to bed tonight. Grab yourself a sticky note. If you don't have a sticky note, get a piece of paper and some tape. And put something from tonight, or some sort of inspirational about showing up on the hard days, showing up for the girl in the mirror. Put something that you wake up to these next few mornings and you go to sleep to, that inspires your heart. And you know that my phone is open. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being on tonight. Y'all have a good night.